Hey, and welcome to a segment of A Blunt and Tea with Christina B. Please excuse how I look. I just got finished working out. I'm still sitting in the parking lot. It's not really a blunt and tea because I have neither. I have some water because, like I said, I just finished working out, and I'm snacking on some fruit, some grapes and watermelons. But I just had a few minutes before I had to continue on with my day, and I had something really quick that I wanted to say. And I am going to do a longer video on this sometime later once I do, a little bit more research and gather my thoughts better. But I just wanted to just address this for a moment. So after I finished, or while I was walking, I saw that Roe versus Wade has been overturned, and I knew it was up, up on the docket or whatever it's called, to go in front of the jury to possibly be overturned. But probably like most people, I had kind of forgotten about it, and I didn't know exactly when the day was going to be or anything like that. And so when I saw it and it was like Roe versus Wade overturned, it completely took me by surprise, guys, because even though I fully expected this, because we live in such a patriarchal society and men run everything, and they seem to not give a fuck about women and women's bodies and the things that women have to go through. So it was more than likely gonna happen, especially with Miss Ruth being gone now, her not being there to block it for us. And I don't know, it was to be expected, but somehow I'm still surprised. I think a better word is I'm disappointed, because even in 2022, women's bodies have to be, women's bodies are policed by men that don't know shit about women's bodies. You've never experienced anything that we've had to experience. You've never been, my sister-in-law is calling me, I'll call her back. You've never been left pregnant by someone. You've never been pregnant by a baby that had such a traumatic, neonatal injuries that they were never going to survive. Like having a baby that is born, or having a baby that is developing without its brain or some essential part of itself, where it's like you're gonna have to carry this baby to full term just to deliver a stillborn child. These are things that men cannot and will not ever understand. And I'm not saying that, I'm an advocate for abortion. I'm not. I am an advocate for choice. You do not get to decide what I do with my body. These are the same people, these people that are saying, basically you're saying that women aren't smart enough or whatever to be able to make concise decisions about themselves and their bodies. That pisses me off, first and foremost. But secondly, it's that these are the same people that talk shit about women being on welfare, women being on food stamps and all these other types of government assistance. These are people that talk shit about mothers that are having issues with DCS, or anything. And it's hard, okay, because I'm a single mom. I don't even know if I'm articulating this correctly, but it's hard to have a kid, And I'm not talking about raising the child. I'm talking about actually carrying and birthing a life. Is fucking hard. And that's before you even get to meet your child. And that's before you even have to do anything. Like, it's physically draining for 9 months, 10 months really, to carry a child, for it to essentially leech and parasite off of your body for the better part of a year. And then you have to push it out of the most sensitive orifice that you have. It's not a pleasant experience. It's not. And then once the baby gets here, as the saying goes, mama's baby, daddy's baby. The baby is 97% the mother's responsibility. Now, I will give credit to the fathers I have seen and have been around some awesome fathers, some really great fathers that, you know, that do step up and that do a lot to help the mom and do a lot, you know, with the baby. But there's still a difference between being a mother and a father, and for the most part, more of that raising role is gonna go to the mother. And I don't know, it's really just it's not fair, you know. So I don't like put my business out there, but I'm gonna tell you this story just because it relates. So like over a year ago, my last relationship ended, and it ended very, very badly. I'm not gonna go into all the details and shit. It was horrible. But long story short, he was cheating on me, but he also had a girlfriend and just all this other shit. Just not a good boyfriend. Whatever. Found out I was pregnant. He was like, you know, it wasn't his kid and all of this stuff. He ended up getting, or he was already with his girlfriend because he had a girlfriend. And you know, they started like teaming up on me and talking shit. It's not his kid, blah 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 blah. I ain't doing nothing, DNA test, whatever. And then we were living together. And then one day I come home from work and he was just gone. Like literally, I came home from work, like, and it's not even like we hadn't been talking or we had been beefing or whatever. Because yeah, the situation was bad because of what had been going on. But you know, we had talked about it. We had decided to work on it, you know, because I was pregnant and he loved me and blah blah blah, whatever. So you know, we were gonna work on it. We had been on the phone that morning talking, you know, just in general about our relationship and what we were gonna do, this, that, and the third. And by the time I got home from work, like at 4 o'clock, he was gone. All of his shit was gone. Called him, no answer. Text him, no reply. And then it's like, well, what the fuck am I supposed to do? You know what I'm saying? Like, what am I supposed to do? This man just left me. Not a girl, fuck yourself. Not a bitch, boo, bye. Nothing. This man said nothing. I just, you know what I'm saying? Like, literally, we're having a casual conversation and he had to be like packing his shit up, getting ready to go. And the nigga was gone. Gone. Have not seen him since. Like, literally, I have not seen him since. But that was a really hard situation for me, because not only was I like heartbroken and abandoned, but I'm also having to carry this man's child. You get what I'm saying? And it was hard, and it was a hard decision for me to make, but I decided to terminate my pregnancy. I felt like that was the best thing for me to do, and I feel like it was the best thing for the child, because nobody wants to be raised in that type of contentious relationship. You know what I'm saying? Like, either I had boiled it down to these two choices. Either I was, you know, just gonna go on with my life, have the baby, and, you know, like, just forget that he existed, or I was gonna have to find a way to get in contact with him and make this shit some kind of co-parenting situation so that our child would know their father. And neither seemed like anything that I wanted to fucking do. Because the last thing that I wanted to do after you done left me and abandoned me and talk shit about me to be with some other woman is come and find you to be like, you know what I'm saying? Like, to try to co-parent with you. But anyway, had Roe versus Wade had already been overturned last year, I would not have had that option. I would be sitting here right now with a like 6-month baby, 6-month-old baby, something like that, 5-month-old baby, stuck. You know what I'm saying? Like, and this man, who knows where he is today, what he's doing or what he got going on, but he would still be there doing that with no care in the world, not knowing that, you know what I'm saying, I'm here with this baby. And that's the shit that's not fair. You get what I'm saying? Because the men get to choose to leave. They can leave, they can not be around, whatever, and we just have to deal with it. But I can't choose to leave. I can't, because the child is coming out of my fucking body. I can't choose to leave. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't have that option. I don't get to not be a mom once I have the baby. You know what I'm saying? Because, okay, dad left. The dad is gone. If I leave the baby too, then what's gonna happen to me? You get what I'm saying? So it's like the responsibility always falls on the woman. The responsibility always falls on the woman, but yet the decision, for what I should do with my body that's gonna be responsible for your baby is made by you. I don't like that, and I don't find that fair. I don't understand why men need to control women or just everything so strictly. And it really bothers me. You know what I mean? And it's like, I would never have another abortion. It was a horrible experience. I don't, you know what I'm saying? Like, I would never. If that situation happened again, then I would just have a kid by some nigga that abandoned me. You know what I'm saying? But I don't regret my decision, if that makes sense. I do regret that my baby had to pay the price for that bullshit, but I don't regret the decision I made because it needed to be made. I mean, just to be honest, like, and on a spiritual level, I feel like my baby's coming back, you know. I don't, like, I feel like he was meant to come into this world through me, and I feel like he's coming back. Just to segue off of this a little bit, because, you know, I do my tangents. Even though I'm not smoking, I still got my tangents. But I had a dream the other night that, I can't even remember the dream specifically. But anyway, I had a dream, and it was two things that were random and weird in it. One was, I was like in a Scooby-Doo gang, and I was trying to like find the villain. We found him and took his mask off, and it was this guy that I went to high school with. Like, and we were in just a random guy, like literally. We were just in the same classes since like 6th grade. We didn't keep in touch after high school because we were just school friends. We weren't friends like outside of school or anything. Excuse me. But he was the freaking villain, and it was weird because even in my dream, I was like, why is he here? And then after that, I was just like walking through this field, and I ran into this baby. Yes, y'all, I ran into a freaking baby. And it was like I knew the baby, you know what I mean? And the baby was talking to me, and I feel like that was my, you know what I'm saying? I feel like that was like my child, and I feel like he's coming back. You know, he told me to keep going, don't stop, don't worry. So, I mean, I feel like, you know, but I'm way off topic now. But since we are on spirituality for just one moment, what y'all think about the eclipse? Since the eclipse, I've cried every single day, but I've released it a lot. I feel like this is a tower moment for me. Definitely a test or a series of tests that I'm hopefully conquering and passing. I have something really big going on this weekend, and I feel like that this is going to be the catalyst for the rest of my life, and I'm super excited. But yeah, y'all, because I just completely got all off subject. What were we even talking? Roe versus Wade, yes. So I'm gonna make another video because this is just pretty much ramblings. But let me know what y'all think about Roe versus Wade. Do you think that it's possible that the law could be reinstated, or that, well, I don't know if it could be reinstated, but maybe like another court case like that one would come up, and so it would, you know, set another precedent. I don't know, and I'm trying to figure out like what would the legal ramifications of this be. You know, like if there is a mother that gets an abortion and for an actual medical reason, because my reason wasn't medical, it was very much personal. But if there is a reason, like I said before, like if you have a child with such neonatal deformities where they're not going to be born with like without a brain or without a heart, or you know, something like that, where you know they aren't going to be able to survive, and you were to still get an abortion, would there be any penalty for that? You know what I'm saying? Like, because how torturous is it that you would make a woman carry a baby to full term that you know, like in the first trimester, is gonna be, it's not gonna survive? You know, like, I don't know. I feel like men be doing too much. I feel like at some point in history, we gave men an inch and they just went and took the whole fucking mile. Like, because the level of control is like ridiculous. It's already enough that you have to control my body, you have to control my status in life, you have to control, you know what I'm saying, like my day to day. And you do that from afar. So it's not as like, you know, in your face, like, oh, I'm being controlled. But controlling my body, I don't like that. And it's already, men already put constrictions on like how you should look as a woman, how much you should weigh, and how your hair should be. Is your ass fat enough, and are your boobs big enough, is your stomach flat enough, how smooth is your skin, and all this bullshit. Like, there's so many confines just on women in general. Like, you know what I'm saying? They control how you look, then they control how you act. You must submit, you must be quiet, be ladylike, you know what I'm saying? Like I'm a whole fucking person, a whole grown ass adult with thoughts, feelings, and opinion. The fact that I have a vagina does not make me less than you, does not mean that I need to be controlled by you. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not one of those women that be screaming, oh, I don't need no man, fuck a man, fuck. No, I need a man. I definitely do. I need a man, a life partner, all of that. I will be married soon, and very soon. Don't even worry about it. But I don't need a man to control nor complete me. I need you to complement me. Be my life partner, not my prison warden, not my master, because I'm slave to no one. I'm second to no one. We are equals. Like, come on now. There is no way. And then it's also like the way America does stuff, because something like this should be everywhere. You know what I'm saying? Like, they should have stopped radio stations like, attention, 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 Roe versus Wade was just overturned. This is what's gonna happen if, you know what I'm saying? Like, and nothing. You might have to Google it. Now, I don't watch like regular news anymore, like CNN or whatever. So I can't say if it's just scrolling across the news or if, you know, news anchors are announcing it. But as far as like online news media or whatever, I had to search it. Like, I literally had to search for it. I just happened to see somebody like say something about it on Twitter, and then I had to search for it. And like, America is so sneaky in the way they do things. You get what I'm saying? Because one, yes, they let everybody know about it was gonna happen, but that was a long time ago that they let that know, that they let that be known. And then they didn't like make too much noise about the actual trial that was taking place that would overturn it. And then they did it in a time when, you know, more current event and pop culture stuff was more relevant to people, and they knew that people weren't going to be paying attention. You know, it's all very calculated. My last point, because I'm going to make another video on this point, but why is everybody so worried about Elon Musk buying Twitter when Bill Gates is buying up all of America? Is nobody concerned about this? Because I am. And I was talking to somebody about it, like, oh, well, it's just farmland. Do you think he's about to plant gardens and feed the homeless and feed the people? I don't think so. Nobody has this amount of money and starts doing things this strategically without a plan. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's concerning to me, because one thing is, by the time we figure out whatever the fuck he's doing, it's gonna be far too late. And if it's something that's going to be affecting us, the people of America, there's nothing we're gonna be able to do about it. I don't like how Americans assign importance based on wealth, because some of the most horrible people are the most wealthy. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, oh, Bill Gates doing it, it must be a good thing because he's so wealthy. I mean, not saying that Bill Gates hasn't spearheaded some humanitarian things. He's donated money and all that good shit, but nobody gets that rich by being a good person. You know what I'm saying? Like, because I know one day I'm gonna be a millionaire. I already know this. My millions are coming. I can earn millions. But to have like $800 billion, what you do for that shit? Some horrible stuff. Even if it wasn't directly horrible, you have done some shit to get that money that you wouldn't be proud of. That you are not proud of. Like I said, it might not be directly like, oh, go bulldoze that village to build a airport. It might not be anything that direct, but it could be something like, again, with Elon Musk, he's buying like a bridge somewhere in Europe for his boat or something, I believe. But it's like, I mean, I haven't heard of anything negative coming from that, but what if that displaces like 5,000 people or causes a famine? You know what I'm saying? Whatever. It's like, you know what I'm saying? Intention versus impact. Because how good is your intention? I mean, because what does your intention matter if the impact was negative? It really doesn't. You get what I'm saying? Like, I don't know. Like, I throw a rock and I hit a kid. I throw a rock and I'm throwing it over here, but I have bad aim, and over here I hit a kid in the head and he starts bleeding. He has a concussion. And I'm like, oh my gosh, I didn't mean to. Cool. But this child is still bleeding with a concussion. You know what I'm saying? Like, the intention was what it was, but the impact is you hurt somebody. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, yeah. But anyway, guys, I'm gonna let y'all go for today, because I just be rambling. For my next for my next Black and Tea with Christina, I'm gonna write a script. My friend said he, like, you know, like the just talking was, he liked it. But I'm gonna write a script because I feel like I'm not ever saying anything. But yeah. Oh, the last thing I want to say, I was thinking about doing videos like reactions to different videos, especially those like am I the asshole videos and different things like that. Let me know what you think, if you would like it, if you would be into it. But yeah, thank you so much for listening to me ramble today. I love you so much. Be great, be you. I will see you soon.